How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunner Restart in 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be on Charlie Kirk was assassinated today. Alright YouTube, let's get into it. Alright, so today at about 2:20 at a Utah university, the hard right Republican activist Charlie Kirk was assassinated today. He was doing one of his very famous white table, white tent, prove me wrong type debates, and he was in the middle of talking with the public, and somebody shot him. If you actually watch the live footage of the actual event, he's sitting there talking, he puts the mic down, and then a student, I assume it was a student, gets done saying their piece, and Charlie Kirk goes to grab the his microphone off the table. He grabs it, and then you hear a shot ring out. And then you see him just slump, and then you see as the crowd, people start yelling run, and they start running, and then you see a security, like Charlie Kirk's security, kind of like flood in on him. To my understanding, they did have somebody in custody, but they let them go. So as of right now, they have no one that they've arrested. To my understanding, they don't have any people of interest, but yes, Charlie Kirk is dead. Now on this channel, I refrain from speaking about politics. And the reason being is because politicians, if you look at it, here in the US, basically any Western country, you usually have two factions. Here in the United States, it's the Republicans and the Democrats. And the way I look at it is like WWE, wrestling, pro wrestling. And it's like Hulk Hogan and freaking Andre the Giant. They sit down there and beat each other up in the ring. They body slam each other, they pile drive each other. They sit down and drop knees, elbows, punches, knife hands, all kinds of crazy stuff, entertaining stuff, stuff that makes people choose sides. Hey, I'm pro Hulk Hogan. Hey, I'm team freaking Andre the Giant. And then when the event gets done and they go back into the locker room, they start high-fiving each other, and they're like, hey, that was awesome. You put on a show. That's how I view American politics. That's how I view Western politics nowadays. Quick saying that I use to convey this this thought process, this feeling I have towards politics, is that the left wing, the right wing, they're all still the same as you were. I just jumbled that. The left wing, the right wing, there's no difference between the two. They're still part of the same shitbird. And I truly believe that. Now, I will say this. Politics, to a point, is very important, especially to preparedness. And why is it important to preparedness? Nowadays, especially here in America, you have these two parties, the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, and everybody is so right-wing or so left-wing. There's no common ground, there's no middle, there's no tolerance anymore. You either 100% believe in your Republican candidate, senator, representative, governor, or you completely believe 100% in your Democrat governor, representative, senator, mayor, and you believe that they're going to go ahead and save you, that you believe that they are going to go ahead and right all the wrongs in our society. And more people are believing that so deeply that they are becoming so intolerant of the other side. They don't want to hear anything that the other side has to say. And they're becoming so intolerant amongst each other that they're willing to kill people for having a different view that they share in public. People are so invested and they believe so deeply in their political candidate or political representative or senator that they forsake everything. And that's not how it should be. That's not logical. Politicians, regardless of what side they're on, the left or the right, they lie, they cheat, they steal. They do everything under the sun. Now, do they do some good? Yes, they do. Are there politicians out there that are good, that don't do some of these other things, that don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal? Sure. But they're far and in between. And those really don't have a voice. Because the majority of politicians that lie, cheat, and steal to enrich themselves and their cause, they're more numerous and they're a lot louder. So with that being said, when you have what goes on today with Charlie Kirk going on, you have flashes of the potential for civil war, for a populace, a country in turmoil with itself. And that's very worrying. All of these people that believe in these politicians and these causes, they're putting more belief in them instead of believing in their religion, their community, their relatives, their elders in their family. They're willing to cut off family members and friends that they've had for years because they align with the left or they align with the right. Over the past 5 years, I've seen more people cut off family members and dear friends because of who they voted for, or whether or not they believe in gay rights or trans rights, or if they are against illegal immigration, or if they're for illegal immigration. It is the sign of our times that how corrupt and morally bankrupt our Western society is becoming. And it's not going to get any better. I think we have already passed the Rubicon. We are the modern day Roman Empire. This is why I believe it's important to prepping. What happened today is a snapshot of what's going to be happening in the future. You have political assassinations, and this was a political assassination. He was not a serving politician, but he was a political activist. Charlie Kirk, he had a lot of believers. He had a lot of people that hated him, obviously, because he was shot. But with this being said, people are putting too much faith in the politicians. They're not putting enough faith in their families, their friends, their religions, their elders, their traditions. They're not believing in their country's way of life. Here in America, there is a reason why Americans have a stereotype. And it's true. We believe in America. We believe in the red, white, and the blue, the bald eagle, the military, our police force, our firefighters, heroes, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. With what happened today with Charlie Kirk, it is just a sign of the times that all of that is going away. And we need to prepare for it. Our morality is going away. Our ability to hear each other out is going away. Our tolerance for one another as Americans are going away. We have so many things that are falling by the wayside, and we are putting our faith in corrupt and bankrupt entities. These are the same things that happen with failed states. States that are corrupt beyond measure, like Venezuela, like Zimbabwe, like a lot of Middle Eastern countries, a lot of African countries. They are morally bankrupt. They're fiscally bankrupt, financially bankrupt, ethically, morally, any way that you can enunciate or you can express how bankrupt they are. They are. In all Western countries, especially America, is reaching that point. So that's why it's important in prepping what's going on right now, because this isn't going to get any better. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, and we need to continue to prepare, not only in our preps, our physical preps, but also with our families. We need to teach our family members, our kids, our significant others, that we need to be more tolerable. We need to sit them and hold fast to our beliefs, but we also need to understand that people do not see the world as we see it as well. You don't need to, and with that, when I say be accepting of other people's opinions, you can be accepting of their views, acknowledge it, but still move along and do what you believe in. Even if your friends and family don't believe in what you believe. Kind of went on a tangent and rambling on there, but I think this is going to get worse. I'm not even going to say this is the start of everything. This might be a flashpoint, but political assassinations have been going on. Not too long ago, there was those Minnesota representative state legislators that were killed because they did not vote for a pro-left viewpoint, and somebody didn't like that, so they killed them. Same thing with this. It is somebody that did not agree with Charlie Kirk, his viewpoints, and instead of going about their day, say, Roger that, noted, I'm not going to listen to him anymore, I'm going to go ahead and shoot him and kill him. That is not what a moral society does. That is not a God-fearing society does. That is morally bankrupt. A decadent, a failed country citizens do. All right, I've been rambling long enough, YouTube. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you like this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share this video with your friends and family. In the comments below, hey, let me know. Do you feel the same way? Am I right? Am I wrong? If I'm right, tell me why. If I'm wrong, tell me why. I'd love to hear from you. All right, YouTube, this is Gunner Star 67. I'm out.